Weak prick syndrome. Every man alive should watch this video, and every woman who intends to have a man or currently has a man should watch this video. I'm going to expose everything, the causes and the solution of erectile dysfunction. Unfortunately, I'll be using Nigerian English to explain some parts so that this video will not be taken down. If you're watching this video, this is the kind of video they take down, so please download it. Hit the share button, hit the download button, download it and save it first before you complete watching it. Then you can share and follow me, okay? If you're a woman, share it to your husband and to your brothers. They need to see this. They say 50% of men above 40 years old will end up with weak prick. It cannot rise. It's weak. 50%. Okay, which means there's 50% that it will never happen to. Okay, but then under 40 is about 14 to 15% of men that experience it. So I'll cover this video. People chat me up. I'm a native doctor. People chat me up for such solutions. I've noticed that it's too rampant. So I want to expose the whole secret once so that everybody will free themselves of that bondage. You know, as a man in native medicine, your organ is your manhood. That is what makes you a man. If the thing is not standing, there's a problem with your entire identity. Okay, so that's why it's a very troublesome psychologically for men that experience that. So if you're having it, the first thing you need to check is whether you are on any medication, whether high blood pressure, diabetes, pancreatitis, cancerlitis, whatever disease you're going on. That medication might be the cause. So you want to mentally start calculating when you started taking that medication and when you started experiencing the weak prick syndrome. Do you understand? If it tallies, then you know that is the problem. Another thing is to take the name of that medication, go to Google and search, does this, you put the name of the medication, cause ED. That's what they call it, erectile dysfunction. If it causes it, you will see that in some people, it is the side effect. So you can report to your doctor and say, this medication is that you gave me is causing my prick to be weak, so that they can recommend an alternative. Or you reach out to a native doctor like me. If you're not already on any medication, then I can give you herbs that might treat the same thing, assuming there are such herbs, okay, depending on what you're facing. So first of all, check your medication. Once you're done with your medication, the next thing you check is another substance you're taking, alcohol, smoking, and other substances, okay? Now, some of these substances just weaken you downstairs. So how do you find out? You try and avoid taking that substance for some days and see whether your body recovers, whether it becomes stronger. If it becomes stronger, you know the cause. I'm not the one to tell you to quit. You can choose between that substance and your prick. It shock you. Okay. So now, here's another thing. Alcohol is special in all these substances. Alcohol, after some time, will go to the part of your brain that tells your prick to rise. There's a part of your brain that communicates and signals to your prick that it's time for action. Okay, alcohol can go there and block that signal. Now you're ready for action, but the connection is not going to your prick to rise. Voila. You understand? So you watch your alcohol intake. Actually, according to science, there is no amount of alcohol that is safe for your body. Every single bottle you are taking is damaging something in your body. Let's say you take alcohol just occasionally, or you don't take it every day, occasionally. Once a week, right? Weekends, you just drink with your friends. Just one bottle. That is 52 weeks in a year, 52 bottles in a year. It looks okay, right? Until you multiply it by 10 years. You've been taking it since you were 30, now you're 40. That's 520 bottles of substances that were manufactured abroad. You don't know what they put inside. It's just a liquid. You just see a label and you're downing it into your system. And you think you're going to live long. Sorry. You're not going to live long to anywhere. I'm sorry. Sorry to tell you, let me break the news to you on time. There's no way you're dumping all that chemical in your body and you're going to live long. It's not just about not living long. It's about the fact that your body dies before you get to your grave. That's the worst thing. Imagine your prick dying. You know that downstairs you're not really a man. You just look like a man. Now, here's another thing alcohol does. Alcohol drops your testosterone level as a man. As a man, once your testosterone level goes low, your prick will become weak. Your prick is reflective of your manhood. It reflects the amount of testosterone in your body. Testosterone is the hormone that makes you masculine. You can have a male organ, but you're not masculine. You know some people that are feminine. They look like a man. They have a male organ, but they are feminine. Why? Their T levels, it's called testosterone. T levels is low. Now, alcohol drops your T level. And once your T level comes low, your erect will drop. And not just that it's weak, it will also make you not to be able to gain muscle mass, inability to gain muscle mass. So it's either you become slimmer or fatter. You have fat. When you see people, they have pot belly, they will have all this extra fat on their cheek and their T levels are low. Do you understand? So if you bring up your T levels, you look physically fit again. That's nature. I didn't make the rules. You can cross-check with your doctor, my own native doctor. And don't challenge me before I send 2 juju to your side. Are you getting what I'm saying? So alcohol is not good at all. Now, if you're going to take alcohol, you should take the natural one. Where I'm from, right, in the East, there's this one called palm wine. It's gotten directly from the tree. Okay? I want to assume that that one will not have all the side effects. Okay? Maybe it has some side effects, but not all. Compared to the processed one that they added chemicals, coloratives, additives. Do you know that most alcohol will contain dogoyaro, the one they import from abroad, like the vodka? You know what is dogoyaro? Neem. They put it to give it that bitter taste. All this, and they mix all these things, and they give you, you're just drinking anyhow. Think about your life. So alcohol is very special. So if you are experiencing this, try and avoid alcohol for a long time. Okay, this video will have part 2. So in case this video ends abruptly, just go to my TikTok and watch the next one. If you're watching from TikTok, I'll put it in a playlist. So look at the bottom of this video. You see the playlist name. Click on it, and you will see the second one. Okay, or you go to my profile. Make sure you're following me. Click the plus sign if you're not following me, and click the heart icon to like, and then drop a comment to tell me whether what I'm saying resonates with you. Remember to share this to your boyfriends and husbands. So substances, quit the substances. Okay. Now, another substance that people don't know that it affects your erection is sugar. Quit sugar. Cut off everything that dumps sugar in your system. Your body can make its own glucose. Okay? You don't need that soft drink. You don't need that alcohol. You don't need that ice cream. You don't need to put sugar in your food at all. All those cubes of sugar, you don't need it. If you need something to taste good, get honey. Try and make sure it's natural honey, not the one that they added sugar. Some of them is just brown liquid that they added sugar. Do you know that if you cook sugar, it will turn to start looking like honey? Those cubes of sugar, if you put it in a pot and boil it, after some time it will melt and it will start looking like honey. That's what they tell some of you. Some is syrup, some custom syrup. But if you get real honey, if you can get real honey anywhere, it's better than sugar. So take out all the sugar in your house, start using honey. You'll see big difference. Once your body detoxifies after 1 to 3 months, your prick will start rising. Do you understand? Now, weak erection has to do with blood flow, because it's blood that is pumped into your prick that makes it to rise. Now, if the blood is not being pumped in properly, it will be flabby. And that's a sign of another problem. And if you're following me on this channel, I said that most diseases that take the life of people have been giving them signs years earlier. So if you're experiencing weak erection, don't take it weakly. Don't take it lying low. Don't take it lightly. Try and find the root cause. Most people that chat me up will go straight and I ask them a number of questions till we drill down to the root cause. Sometimes I have to recommend you for some tests to be sure that something is not wrong inside your system. So you may not be taking substances and all these things and you're experiencing it because something is dying inside you. So you want to go and check the state of your heart, whether it's still okay. Is it still pumping blood as it should? Check your arteries. Are there plaques in the arteries? You understand? Or is everything still okay? You need to check your lipid profile. Is everything still where it's supposed to be? You need to check your blood sugar level. You understand? And not just that, your HbA1c, you need to test it. Is it still okay? You check your liver and your kidneys. Are they still working well? You understand? So eventually, you pinpoint the problem in all these things. Sometimes the problem is from an organ that is already failing inside you, but it's still working. You don't. Most organs, when they are failing, they don't give you any sign. If your liver is having issue now, you will not notice anything. Even your kidney can function at 5% efficiency. 95% of your kidney is dead. 5% is still working well. You will not notice. That's why every time you hear that somebody has kidney problem, it's always a very big emergency because the whole thing has been dying since. So if your prick is struggling to rise,